Come on, 50. You can't just keep it rap. You can't let T.I. get his little arguable W off musically. Why am I acting surprised? As if we don't know who 50 is. This is one of the ways that he fights. He just did it to Diddy. Some people thought he was capping. People like Dame Dash. He was all on the Breakfast Club talking about where's the documentary? See, 58 dropping. No. Boom. Documentary. Diddy further exposed, kicking him while he's down on Netflix. And here we go, T.I. You in the midst of rolling out an album. Is this man going to drop this in the midst of your rollout? A surviving T.I. and Tiny documentary exposing T.I. and Tiny for all wild allegations. This better not end up on Netflix too. Netflix, y'all ain't gonna do that to T.I., are y'all? Y'all ain't gonna do that to T.I. 50 will. Oh my God. People, please, let's still say allegedly. I just don't feel like this is absolutely required. 50 Cent confirms he's working on surviving T.I. and Tiny documentary. This was a post that he put up on his IG or his Twitter and then deleted. Look at the caption. Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming. I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask about your 20 sexual assault cases. You might want to talk to a crisis PR person. Let's look at where some of that comes from. I had to pull it up because I vaguely remember hearing some of this, and I didn't pay too much attention to it back then. It was like it came and went for me as far as the news cycle. 50's going to mess around and really have everybody going through this with a fine-tooth comb. So I'm going to keep these articles that I pulled up in order, chronologically. January 29th, 2021. T.I. and Tiny Harris threatened to sue over allegations they wronged a woman before sex. They emphatically deny unverified posts by a woman with whom they have had difficulty for well over a decade. A rep for the couple told People in a statement. You're dealing with this person for a decade. Is this a friend of the family? Is this a sexual addition? I'm not in a spot to question nobody's bedroom, what works for y'all and what works for others. Look at what Diddy's doing over there with his baby oil and whatnot. Hey, I'm not here to judge. But you're going to try to tell me that some of this stuff is breaking laws. That's when it gets scary. That's when it gets scary, B. All right, let's keep going. T.I. and Tiny Harris are threatening to sue over claims that they sexually abused women. In a statement obtained by People, a rep for the couple addressed allegations made and shared by a woman named Sabrina Peterson on Instagram that they would force women to take drugs and have sex with them, and that T.I., 40, once held a gun to her head. Allegedly. Mr. and Miss Harris want to be on record and, more importantly, want the public to know they emphatically deny in the strongest way possible the egregiously appalling allegations being made against them by Sabrina Peterson. The statement read, the Harrises have had difficulty with this woman for well over a decade. Who the hell is she to y'all? Why is she giving y'all all these problems for 10 years? Who is she? This couple is taking this matter very seriously, and if these allegations don't end, they will take the appropriate legal action, the rep added. The statement comes several weeks after Tiny, who was 45, at least at this time, defended her husband on the Shade Room post regarding an allegation from Peterson that T.I. put a gun to my head in front of my children and described him as a predator. Harris asked her to stop harassing her family, claiming that Peterson asked for T.I. to train her sons. What kind of training are you talking about? They put it in quotes there. Please get help, she wrote, but leave us alone. All right, let's leave that alone. Let's move on. Let's keep the order chronologically still. This is just some of the stuff that comes up on a quick Google, y'all, because like I said, I wanted to refresh maybe what 50 Cent could be bringing to the table. Next up, lawyer calls for criminal investigation of T.I. and Tiny Harris over abuse allegations. All right. T.I. and Tiny Harris previously emphatically denied claims of abuse made against them. Okay. A lawyer is looking to open criminal investigations into allegations of sexual abuse he says his clients have made against T.I. and Tiny Harris, who have strongly denied the claims. In the week since allegations against the couple were first made, attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn has been contacted by over 30 women, survivors, and witnesses with the myriad of allegations of forced drugging, kidnapping, and intimidation, according to a release from his office that was obtained by People. The allegations span over 15 years and are eerily consistent. What? What? 15 years and are eerily consistent? According to the release. The individual claims from his client's reports or reportedly include allegations of being coerced by Tiny to ingest drugs and being unknowingly administered drugs to impair the victim's ability to consent to sexual acts. According to the New York Times, 5 women have told the newspaper that they have been drugged or sexually assaulted by T.I., who was 40 at the time, and Tiny, who was 45 at the time, or others in their orbit. Blackburn said he has sent letters to officials in Georgia and California seeking to open investigations under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, TVPA, and Georgia's kidnapping, RICO, and terroristic threats statutes. Wow. A rep for T.I. and Tiny did not immediately respond to People's request for comment, although the couple has previously emphatically denied claims. We saw that already. Wow. All right, let's keep it in order. We got 3 more. Let's keep it in order. What's the date on this one? May 17th, 2021. All right. Let's keep going. Rapper and T.I. wife under investigation by the LAPD amid sexual assault allegations. All right. Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Police Department is investigating rapper T.I. and his wife Tamika Tiny Harris following claims that the couple drugged and sexually assaulted a woman in 2005, according to the Fox News. The couple has been accused of sexual assault by more than 30 women. The Daily Beast broke the story on Monday, saying that the woman identified only as Jane Doe told the LAPD about an alleged sexual assault that took place some 16 years ago and during the alleged encounter with T.I., whose real name Clifford Harris and wife Jane Doe reportedly was first introduced to the couple through a runner who was handing out flyers in a local mall. The outlet reported, citing a letter sent to investigators from the woman's attorney, Tyrone A. Tyrone, is that the same person that's involved in the Fat Joe case? Is that the same person, Tyrone A. Blackburn? Is that you? I'm about to look at that. In recent weeks, T.I. and Tiny Harris have made headlines following a series of sexual assault allegations against them. Blackburn, who represents more than a dozen accusers, claims that the rapper subjected the alleged victims to drugging, kidnapping, sex trafficking, and intimidation. According to Blackburn, some of his clients' accusations go back more than 15 years in both Georgia and California. Oh boy. You know what? Let's just do the last one, because I feel like it's getting a little bit repetitive, but it's just different time periods of accusations hitting the internet. Wow. All right. I think it was only fair that this was the last one. That's January 3rd, 2024. The most current article that I found related around some of this stuff involving rapper T.I. and Tiny's names. All right, the headline here. T.I. and Tiny accused of drugging and R-ing a woman in a lawsuit. I believe this is when they're saying that it was dismissed. I think so. The Grammy-winning rapper T.I. and his wife, Escape member Tiny, have been accused of sexual assault in a new lawsuit filed by an anonymous woman in Los Angeles. So this is fast forward. This is a different one than the articles we read prior. This is 2024. According to a complaint filed Tuesday in Los Angeles Superior Court and reviewed by EW, the plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, claims that T.I. and Tiny, whose real names, yada, 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 yada. This was an alleged situation of a R-ring, allegedly in a hotel room in 2005. She also alleges that the couple may have victimized other women. Those complaints says she was in her early 20s at the time of the alleged incident and that she was stationed in LA as a member of the US Air Force. She claims that Tiny gave her a drink at a club, and shortly after, Doe accompanied the couple to a hotel with two other unknown women. Doe alleges that T.I. and Tiny essayed her while she was dizzy and lightheaded before she lost consciousness, and says she suspects that the couple engaged in similar behavior with other women. I thought that this was the time barred one. Maybe it isn't the article. Maybe it is. All right, here it is. Los Angeles prosecutors previously declined to pursue charges against T.I. and Tiny in the alleged incident with Doe, citing the statute of limitations. Doe's complaint Tuesday was filed under California's Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act, which extended the statute, maybe I'm wrong, of limitations for sexual abuse and claims. I don't even want to go chat GPT right now where that whatever happened to that case, where it stands. Is it open? Is it closed? Is it now? You got to give benefit of the doubt, of course, for multiple reasons. One, we know very, very frequently if you have like one allegation come out, whether it's true or not, floodgates get open. People start looking for handouts. People start riding the wave. It happened to Diddy, even though some of that shit with Diddy looks very, very true to me. Some of them look bogus though. Okay, remember some of the cases we was pulling up? Some of them shits look bogus. So you have that factor that you got to sift through. Okay, one person comes out, then you got 20 other people raising their hand saying, "Mr. Me Too." Another thing is, I never really get totally comfortable with things that are so old. You know, if you're gonna have somebody that comes out and says somebody did something to me 15 years ago, it's like, what happened back then? Why now? That's always gonna make people scratch their head. Why now? What happened? Did an album drop? Did somebody, did you find out that they got a big payday, a big album release or something like that? They have a new show. Why now, 15 years later? So that hits. But on the negative side, we always got this term called where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm not saying that it applies to T.I. and his wife, but goddamn, when you span this many years and you got people saying similar things to the point where even a lawyer will pick it up. Now there are blood sucking lawyers out there that'll pick up frivolous lawsuits and bullshit trying to get a payday just like the next person, especially if it could be attached to a celebrity. But I'm just saying, man, there has to be a level of due diligence that's a process tied to like a professional lawyer as well. So there's got to be something that they feel like they have to go. I'm not going to try to play detective on these articles or these accusations that have been around for a long time. Obviously, you guys see the articles. What I'm more curious of right now is 50 really going to do this? And we can't doubt him. We see once again what he just did to Diddy. And number two, is he going to pull in alleged victims? That happens. I think that was in the trailer where that person was putting out that documentary on Chris Brown. They had alleged victims talking in there. Look at the R. Kelly shit. Alleged victims speaking. It's 50 Cent, man. He has no bounds. He has no bounds. We thought this could possibly be like a fun rap battle. This is his way of saying, here's my response. He just goes above and beyond, man. He goes to levels that we feel like it's not at. It's even for the versus conversation where most of us think this started. T.I. is calling you out for a versus and you turn around and call him a rat. You're crossing the line, but it's 50. We can't be shocked. This man goes through with this. T.I. is the one that got a song talking about you finally got the right one. No, you got the right one in 50. He plays a dirty game, boy.